I'll cook for you, wait on you, make love to you. I can make you happy, Josh. I can make you so happy. No.
Y'all, we got a whole lot to unpack, and I doubt that I'm going to be able to do that in 10 minutes, so let's get to it. The situation here that we're dealing with is one of epic proportion. And yes, guys, we got to live our life. We got to go out, we got to feel joy, we got to feel laughter, we got to do what we got to do to maintain our lives. But we need to be cognizant of the collective consciousness of men. Because guess what, ladies? We don't live on an island all by ourselves in this gated community where we are just able to live La Vida Loca. We are going outside. We are going to stores. We are going to our jobs. We are going to our schools. We are seeing men wherever we go. And though we don't want to generalize, we want to have our ears and eyes open when these red flags are glaringly obvious and they're staring us right in the face. A lot of us ignore these red flags because a lot of us think, oh, these just dudes online. Or you may even be gaslit by a guy who tells you, oh, it's just dudes online. No, honey. The men online are not robots. Maybe some of them are, but for the vast majority, if you go and look at the TikTok video from the live stream that I uploaded, and you go and look at the TikTok videos that I've just recently duetted on Miss Twilight Speaks on TikTok. Miss Twilight Speaks on all platforms, so you ain't even got to ask the question. You will see that they are sounding the alarm that Black men are under attack. But now they're not under attack because of police brutality. No. They're not under attack because of a cruel justice system. No. They're saying the quiet part out loud. They're under attack because Black women will no longer be their character beard. I said Black women will no longer be their character beard. And because we are choosing not to be their character beard, to them, that is a choice to put them in the position to get in trouble. They don't want to get in trouble for the terrorizing behavior that they enact and inflict upon Black women and children behind closed doors. They're sounding the alarm about the Diddy case. Oh, they're just trying to tear down our Black icons. Oh, they're just trying to tear a Black man down. If you listen to the case, the dude is an awful man. And while he is on trial for specific things that they need to prove, it really ain't that hard to put together. These criminal enterprises do not exist without infrastructure, as one creator pointed out. It's real simple, and they know this. It's not about Diddy being right or wrong. It's not about DDG being right or wrong. What it is about is they understand that there's going to be a collective imagery put out about Black men that have actually been said by many Black women before. It's like, unfortunately, we can't continue to keep up the lies that they want us to keep up for them. We can't do it because it's coming at the expense of our peace. It's coming at the expense of our mental health. It's coming at the expense of our physical health, our safety. Okay? They are unaliving women in a fit of rage when their egos are triggered because they simply think that women are a function of servitude for them. And y'all got to understand that this don't mean just cooking and cleaning and making love to them. This means whatever deficits are inside of them, they expect you to be the one to come in and fill those voids. They expect women to fill those voids, and women are judged by their ability to fill those voids. That is scary as hell because the void could be that they have mother issues. And because their mother emasculated them, now they want to spend all of their days dominating and destroying women because they need to feel like a man at all times because this woman stripped them of that. And while y'all want to sit around, many of y'all want to sit around, I'm not going to say all of y'all, and feel sorry for Black men because you have Black sons. You're not understanding that a lot of times that shit don't even matter. Right? A lot of times they're not looking at you like you're their sister or you're somebody that they need to protect or, no, they're not looking at you. They're looking at you like you is just as much capable of doing the awful things that they say that the white man does to them. They look at you as a potential enemy because in essence, you are there to serve their needs. If serving their needs means that you go out there and make a fool of yourself, so be it. If serving their needs mean that you need to fulfill their humiliation kink, so be it. If serving their needs mean you got to serve their degradation kink, so be it. If serving their needs mean you need to overcompensate for their complete insecurity about who they are as a man, so be it. These dudes want you on your hands and knees, begging them to love you, because that's how deeply insecure they are. And it makes a lot of sense when you think about it, because they don't have any ends in infrastructure. They don't have any power in the world. I mean, white men are going all over the world fucking it up completely. And black men are not in those rooms behind closed doors making decisions. And the fact of the matter is that the only place that they can turn to have some power is over black women. That is also dangerous. They have power nowhere else. And they're going to tell you that's not true and we don't think like that. Of course you're not thinking about it. You have no psychological insight or self-awareness at all. All you know is you need and you want. And when they need and want something, they expect you as a woman to fulfill it. And if you do not fulfill it, somehow you are a treasonous bitch who is a race traitor and you want to see the black man go down. No, I'm just not going to go down with you. I'm just not going to be your character builder. I'm just not going to stand in the gaps for you. I'm just not going to take an ass whooping so you can feel more like a man. Okay? That's the thing. Now they're becoming so unhinged and so unraveled by these recent turn of events. You don't know where their mindset is. You don't know where their mindset is. And I'm not telling you to walk around scared, sisters. I'm telling you to keep your head on a swivel. Keep your head on a swivel. Because these are unprecedented times. Times where men are backed up against a corner. And all of the privilege of patriarchy that they said they were supposed to have. FAFO, baby. It ain't working out that way. So now they want to claim victim because we refuse to be their character builder. We refuse to tell the public, these are good black men. How dare you? While getting our heads knocked between the washer and dryer behind closed doors. If you fear for your life and you fear for your safety, you're not going to choose no motherfucking black man over your life and your safety. I know I didn't. When I fear for my life and I fear for my safety, because I saw how unhinged, deranged, incapable of being soothed that a particular black man was, I cut it off completely. If not, if it need to be escalated, restraining order, order of protection. Keep those goddamn receipts. These niggas are wild. Because they think that you are there as their appendage. That's why they have no respect for you. Because they don't got no fucking respect for themselves. And what I'm trying to tell you is mentality, 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 mentality. You don't know where their head is at. Yeah, they're going to cozy up to you, say all those nice little sweet things, and get all close to you. But a lot of them believe that black women are their ops. They believe that black women are unruly. And they're going to put you through a bunch of different nonsensical ass tests to prove your love to them, to prove your loyalty to them. Doing all that just to live a mediocre life with a dusty is crazy fucking work. It's crazy fucking work, bro. I'm not doing it. I don't know what your sisters are doing, but I'm not doing it. As the video that I started this off with suggests, they want a level of power over the psyche of a woman, the ability for you to be desperately begging for their love while they have the ability to veto or tell you yes or no. And it's all because they feel powerless when it comes to the rest of the world. You got to clock that T and you got to be cognizant of that. Ignoring that is just irresponsible to yourself. And because black women have been conditioned to be these overly empathetic beings, we're not understanding that it is okay to actually put yourself first. Who gives a shit if they feel like you're not worthy of putting yourself first? Who gives a shit? I don't argue with black men about my worth. I state it. And if you're not going to follow through and follow suit, you're going to get the fuck on. I'm not going to sit here and cry and beg somebody. That's not how it works. You can't cry and beg your way into someone seeing you as worthy. It doesn't work like that. You just going to be the desperate, broke down bitch with a man because you don't see your own worth. And I'm not telling y'all to be single and not date. I'm telling you to keep your eyes open to these red flags. When they start saying key red pill terminology, politely start to accumulate that information and dismiss yourself from the situation if need be. There's a reason why the FBI has a 20-page dossier on red pill activities, because these men have been identified as a violent hate group. Take that shit seriously. Okay? So while y'all out here sprinkling and sprinkling, there's another element that needs to be considered. And it is these men who feel powerless, who feel like they can't get away with the bullshit that they used to get away with, the harm that they used to cause, that they're being held accountable. And why should they be held accountable? Because white men ain't being held accountable. I truly believe white men's days are numbered too as well. Make no mistake about it. However, whenever the black man gets an opportunity to cry wolf, he will. And who does he generally tend to blame for all of his problems? The black woman. And if he thinks you're the problem, he will eliminate you. So these down and out, ain't got nothing to lose, miserable ass black men, listen, it's not your job to save them. It's not your job to heal them. It's not your job to bring them to a certain level. They're not our children. If they can't stand up and show up as partners, having done the work, then that's on them. That's on them. Be no man's punching bag because of his arrested development and because you feel empathy and sympathy for him because he a nigga out here who has to deal with the problems and the scrutiny of the white society. Yeah, that's going to happen. But guess what? If they see you as an enemy too, you cooked. And you need to be assessing that. Because a lot of black men see black women as the enemy.